Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Sarah Sucianisha. I'm from Faculty of Economics State University of Jakarta. Today I want to presentation about my thesis report is analysis of the financial performance of the National Zakat Amil Institution Rumah Zakat for the 2017 until 2022 period. Supervising Lecturer, Dr. Rida Prihatmi, SEMSI, AKCA, CMA, and Hafifah Nasution, SEMS, AK. Chapter 1 consists of research background, research question, research purpose, and research benefit. Research background. According to data from the Royal Islamic Strategic Study Center, in 2022, Indonesia will be the country with the largest Muslim population in the world, reaching 237 million people, or the equivalent of 86 of the national population, which total to 175 million people. This very large amount has enormous potential in obtaining zakat funds. The National Zakat Amil Agency, or Basnas, note that the collection of zakat, infak, and alms and other religious social funds reached 22 trillion in 2022. This value increased very well from the previous year, which reached 14 trillion. However, in reality, there is still a gap in the potential targets for collecting zakat funds that can be achieved in Indonesia. The potential for zakat that can be achieved in Indonesia could actually be even greater, reaching 327 trillion per year. However, this potential cannot be achieved until 2022. The Director of Zakat and Wakaf Empowerment at the Ministry of Religion, Waryono Abdul Ghaffar, said that the potential for collection can still be increased. Moreover, currently there are 512 Amil Zakat Agency, 49,132 Zakat Collection Unit, 145 Zakat Institution, and 10,124 Amil Zakat. One of the factors causing the gap between potential and collection is because most people or muzaki who pay zakat give it directly to the mustahik and not to the official zakat management organization. Some people may still doubt how zakat funds will be managed and distributed. The public also believes that there is still a lack of transparency from zakat institution and weak supervision in the management of zakat funds. This is the reason why the potential for receiving zakat funds through the official zakat management organization is still not optimal. Therefore, it is important for the official zakat management organization to provide clear and transparent information on how the funds are distributed so that the public has strong confidence and trust in distributing zakat through the official zakat management organization. Walida and Anna state that transparency in the financial reporting by the official zakat management organization is very important to convince donors and that the zakat, infak, and alms fund distributed have been allocated in accordance with applicable regulation. Zakat Amil Institution ability to manage the fund collection and distribute can be assessed by analyzing its financial performance. Financial performance can be measured and evaluated using ratio analysis. The purpose of financial ratio analysis is to assess the level of health, sustainability, and performance of an entity. Based on the background described above, It can be concluded that research regarding analysis of zakat amil institution financial performance is very necessary. The aim of this research is to provide transparent information to the public so that the public trust in and trusting zakat amil institution funds will increase. In analyzing this financial performance, the ratio used is the Basnas research ratio. Research question. First, is there a difference in the financial performance of the Rumah Zakat Nasional Amil Zakat Institution in the 2017 until 2022 period when viewed from the activity ratio, efficiency ratio, Amil fund ratio, liquidity ratio, and growth ratio? Second, is there a difference in trends in the collection and distribution of zakat, infak, and alms funds at the Rumah Zakat Nasional Amil Zakat in the 2017 until 2022 period? Research purpose. First, to analyze differences in the financial performance of the Rumah Zakat Nasional Amil Zakat Institution in the 2017 until 2022 period when viewed from the activity ratio, efficiency ratio, Amil fund ratio, liquidity ratio, and growth ratio. Second, to analyze difference in trends in the collection and distribution of zakat, infak, and alms funds at the Rumah Zakat Nasional Amil Zakat Institution in the 2017 until 2022 period. Research benefit. Benefit of literature. First, this research can be an additional source of literature for future research that wants to research the same topic related to financial performance at Amil Zakat Institution. Second, this research can support the use of activity ratio, efficiency ratio, Amil fund ratio, liquidity ratio, and growth ratio in analyzing the financial performance of Amil Zakat Institution. Apart from that, this research can also support the use of trend analysis in comparing financial data from the last year or current year with financial data from previous years. Benefit of practical. For the Zakat House, this research can be a source of information related to financial performance and difference in trends in collecting and distributing Zakat Infak Sedekah funds from the 2017 until 2022 period. By knowing the financial performance and difference in trend in this organization, it is hoped that this can be a consideration for Rumah Zakat in preparing its work programs and policies in the next period. For the Amil Zakat Institution, this research is expected to provide information for Lembaga Amil Zakat in Indonesia on how to analyze financial performance using activity ratio, efficiency ratio, Amil fund ratio, liquidity ratio, and growth ratio. Apart from that, this research can also be used by Lembaga Amil Zakat in Indonesia to see difference in trends in the collection and distribution of Zakat Infak Sedekah Fund each period. The result of the analysis that has been carried out can be used as material for consideration by each Lembaga Amil Zakat in making policies in the future. For the Ministry of Religion of the Republic of Indonesia, this research can be source of information related to the financial performance of one of the last of the Lembaga Amil Zakat under the supervision of the Ministry of Religion of the Republic of Indonesia. By looking at the performance of one Lembaga Amil Zakat, it is hoped that it can become a reference in carrying out supervision of for other Lembaga Amil Zakat. Chapter 2 consists of the concept under study and frame of mind. This is the concept under study. The concept under study First is types of public sector organization. According to Masun, basically organization now types are divided into four types with different objectives, namely first, pure profit organization; second, quasi-profit organization; third, quasi non-profit organization; fourth, pure non-profit organization. Next, the concept under study 2, Amil Zakat Institution, based on Law Number 23, concerning zakat management. The Amil Zakat Institution is an institution founded by the community and required to obtain permission from the minister or an official appointed by the minister. Allah states that the Amil Zakat Institution is an institution in the form of a legal entity which is tasked with managing zakat in the form of receiving, collecting, distributing, and utilizing zakat. Third, zakat management. Law number 23 defines zakat management as including three management elements, namely zakat collection, distribution of zakat, utilization of zakat. Next, the concept under study 4, financial report at Amil Zakat Institution, based on statement of financial accounting standards number 109 concerning accounting for zakat and infak. The component of financial reports in Lembaga Amil Zakat are financial position report, fund balance change report, management asset change report, cash flow statement, notes to financial reports. 5. Financial performance assessment at Amil Institution Zakat. The assessment of the financial performance of each company or agency will definitely be different depending on the scope of business run by the company, according to the World Zakat Forum and Indonesia Magnificent of Zakat. An assessment of the financial performance of Zakat institution is needed to measure whether or not the management of funds carried out by Zakat institution is effective and to see how well the funds are used to carry out their activities. Next, the concept under study 6, financial ratio assessment in Zakat management organization. Financial ratio are the process of comparing the numbers contained in financial reports by dividing one number by another number, both between components in one financial report and between components contained in the financial report as a whole. Kashmir 2018. Based on the result of the focus group discussion and literature review conducted by the Basna Center for Strategic Studies, financial ratio at Lembaga Amil Zakat can be grouped into 5 categories consisting of activity ratio, efficiency ratio, Amil fund ratio, liquidity ratio, and growth ratio. Next, trend analysis. Trend analysis is a comparison of financial data from the last of current year with financial data from previous years. Apart from that, Indrawati explains that trend analysis refers to upward and downward movement obtained from change over time. This is the formula is used to measure trends that occur in financial data from Munawir 2010. This is friend of mine. Next, chapter 3, research method. This research is quantitative research. The data used in this research is included in the secondary data category. The unit of analysis or object of this research was carried out at the Rumah Zakat Nasional Amil Zakat Institute. The data or document used in this research are the financial reports at Rumah Zakat for the 2017 until 2022 period. Chapter 4, Results and Study. Financial performance analysis based on financial ratio for the 2017 until 2022 period. First, activity ratio. The activity ratio is a measure used to assess the effectiveness of the use asset in a zakat institution related to the distribution of zakat, infak, and alms funds. In this research, the results of activity ratio shown by this formula. In measuring the activity ratio during the 2017 until 2022 period, Rumah Zakat success in reflecting high effectiveness in carrying out its role as a social intermediary in society. These results are in line with the ratio values obtained from 17 types of activity ratio, which show an average value in the very effective category. That is the next of results of calculating the activity ratio. Next, efficiency ratio. The efficiency ratio is a ratio used to measure the efficiency of operational costs of zakat management organization in collecting and distributing zakat, infak, and alms funds. In this research, the efficiency ratio is measured by several ratios, namely rasio biaya penyusunan, rasio biaya operasional, rasio biaya SDM. And this is the result of calculating the efficiency ratio. Based on measurement of the average collection cost ratio during the 2017 until 2022 period, Rumah Zakat is considered very efficient in carrying out its operation. However, in measuring the operational cost ratio, Rumah Zakat is considered to be less efficient in carrying out its operation. This lower level of efficiency is caused by a large proportion of operational costs compared to revenue from ownership right. Several factors that can contribute to this inefficiency include suboptimal research management, high administrative and logistic costs, and lack of application of technology that can thus reduce costs. Additionally, there may also be weakness in planning and budgeting, resulting in uncontrolled spending. Meanwhile, in measuring the higher cost ratio, Rumah Zakat is considered to be very efficient. Apart from that, in the component measuring the ratio of operational costs and higher costs, there are significant change between the nominal ownership right and higher costs in 2019 and 2020, which can affect the value of the ratio. This is due to several changes to the provision in Rumah Zakat financial statement, where on receipt of the funds change report, there is an addition to the Amil portion of the Zakat account. Then the nominal amount is forward to be issued in full to the salary and allowance expense account. OPZ managers can be categorized as zakat recipient. Next, annual fund ratio. The annual fund ratio is a ratio used to evaluate the level of efficiency and effectiveness of the use of annual fund in the operational activities of zakat management organization, including the collection and distribution of zakat infak sedekah funds, uh, by ensuring suitability and benefits. In this research, the Amil Fund ratio is measured using several ratios, namely rasio hak amil atas zakat, rasio hak amil atas infak or sedekah. This is the result of calculating the Amil Fund ratio. Based on the results of calculating the Amil right ratio, Rumah Zakat shows efficient results even though the Amil fund ratio to zakat and the Amil fund ratio to infak or alms show very efficient results. The level of efficiency is influenced by the size of the alms portion. When the proportion of Amil portion is higher, the efficiency will decrease. On the other hand, if the proportion of stretch becomes smaller, the level of efficiency will increase. Liquidity ratio. The liquidity ratio is a measure used to evaluate the ability of zakat management institution to pay their short-term obligation. Short-term liabilities at zakat institution can vary depending on the financial activity of each institution, but in general, they can include tax debt, accrued expense, and other obligation with a term of less than 1 year. In this research, the liquidity ratio is measured by several ratios, namely current ratio, quick ratio, or asset ratio, and cash to this ratio. This is the result of calculating liquidity ratio. In calculating the liquidity ratio in the 2017 until 2022 period, which is measured through three types of ratio consisting of current ratio, quick ratio, and cash ratio, it shows very liquid results. This current ratio is used to measure the ability of Rumah Zakat current asset to pay off its short-term obligation that are due. The quick ratio is used to measure Rumah Zakat ability to pay it off its short-term obligation using more liquid asset. Liquid asset consists of cash and cash equivalent, distribution, receivable, and advance for activities. Cash ratio is used to measure Rumah Zakat ability to pay its short-term obligation using available cash and cash equivalent. Growth ratio. The growth ratio is a ratio that assesses the growth of fund from year to year, especially regarding the collection and distribution of zakat, infak, and alms funds. In the study, the growth ratio was measured using a 9 ratio, and this is the result of calculating the growth ratio. In the 2017 until 2022 period, only 2020 had quite good performance in activities to collect zakat infak sedekah funds, while the other 5 years showed less good performance. This could be because in 2020 there was an increase in two components supporting funds, whereas in other years in the increase occurred only in one component, so that the code that occurred was not good. More efficient strategies are needed in the process of collecting funds, such as more effective campaigns, the use of technology to expand the reach of donation, and increasing public awareness about the importance of giving zakat and giving alms. In this way, growth in fund collection can be achieved better. The result of calculating the distribution growth ratio into 2017 until 2022 period show very good results in 2018 and 2019, while the other 4 years show poor performance. This happened because in that year the funds distribute decreased, indicating that Rumah Zakat was becoming more efficient in distributing this fund to its recipient. This efficiency shows that Rumah Zakat is getting better at maximizing the fund it distributes so that it provides greater and more target benefit. This is a trend analysis uh, for the 2017 until 2022 period. Apart from analyzing financial performance, using financial ratio, this research also aims to analyze trend in the collection and distribution of zakat, infak, and alms for the 2017 until 2022 period belonging to Rumah Zakat. Trend analysis is carried out by analyzing the financial position and development of Rumah Zakat in percentage from form in order to estimate the direction of movement of financial data in the future by looking at historical data. Data on the this is the result of trend analysis. Data on zakat fund receipt show an increasing trend from 2017 until 2020, which is uh, then followed by a decline in 2021 and 2022. This fluctuation is likely caused by external factor or phenomena that indicate temporary change in the economic cycle. For example, in 2020, there were very high cases of the COVID-19 pandemic throughout the world. This pandemic has had a significant impact on the global economy, causing many people to lose their jobs or experience a decrease in income. It is natural that in 2021 there will be a decline due to the impact on individuals' ability to pay zakat. Meanwhile, data on the receipt of infak and own funds show a downward trend until 2021 and then increase in 2022. This show that the direction of change in receipt of infak or alms fund and zakat fund is, is not aligned during the period observed. This could be because the receipt of infak and alms fund is voluntary and flexible so that the receipt cannot be predicted with certainty but can be sought and increased through effective promotion and campaigns. In the analysis of trends in the distribution of zakat fund, it can be seen that an increase in distribution occurred until 2020 and was followed by a decrease in 2021 and 2022. Meanwhile, in the analysis of trend in the distribution of infak, it showed a trend with a decrease until 2021, followed by an increase in 2022. Pattern this show that change in the distribution of zakat, infak, and alms fund are in line with trend in the receipt of zakat, infak, and alms fund. When the amount of fund collected increase, distribution also trend to increase, and conversely, when fund receipt decrease, distribution also decrease. This is due to limited fund available. Zakat amil institution must adjust their expenditure based on the amount of fund received to ensure the continuity of their program. So, by understanding those patterns, zakat amil institution can adjust their strategies to increase effort to collect funds in difficult times. It then identify alternative funding source, or design assistance programs that are more appropriate to the needs of zakat recipient amid changing economic conditions. Chapter 5 consists of conclusion, implication, research limitation, recommendation for further research. Conclusion. First, the results of this research indicate that Rumah Zakat experienced fluctuating financial performance during the research period. However, even though there were ups and downs, almost all the financial ratio analysis produced good performance. The activity ratio show high effectiveness. The efficiency ratio show quite good performance, even though there are still challenges in operational costs. The annual fund ratio shows good performance, and the liquidity ratio shows smooth performance. However, the growth ratio shows poor performance, so an increase in the collection and distribution of zakat infak sedekah fund is needed. Second, the results of the research also show an increasing trend in the collection and distribution of zakat infak sedekah fund at the beginning of the 2017 until 2020 research period. However, in 2021 and 2022, there was a decline influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic, so that individuals' ability to pay zakat was limited. Implication. Theoretical implication. This research can support the use of financial ratio in analyzing the financial performance of the National Amil Zakat Institution, which was developed from the results of focus group discussion and literature review conducted by the Basna Strategic Study Center. This financial ratio is very complete in analyzing the financial performance of the Amil Zakat Institution, which include aspects of activity, efficiency, management of zakat fund, liquidity, and growth. Next, practical implication. When for Rumah Zakat, this research requires Rumah Zakat to implement the right strategy to optimize fund collection, reduce waste, and ensure that the fund distribute actually reach the rightful recipient. And two, for the Ministry of Religion, this research requires the Ministry of Religion to further increase public awareness about the importance of giving zakat and giving alms, so that the realization of the fund that can be collected will be even better in the future. Next, research limitation. The limitation of this research is the use of a data source that only use of secondary data in the form of information presented in Rumah Zakat annual financial report. So when analyzing financial performance based only on financial data, we have not analyzed the factor that cause an increase or decrease in the ratio being analyzed. Apart from that, the annual financial report have not been represented completely, especially in the notes of the financial report section. So research have difficulty interpreting the data present in other financial reports. Recommendation for further researchers. Future researchers are expected to not only use secondary data but also use primary data, which can be done by conducting more in-depth interviews with the management of Amil Zakat institution regarding financial performance. Apart from that, further researchers can make observation by observing directly for some time the financial management of the Amil Zakat institution so that they can directly assess the financial performance of the institution under study. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.